Child. Hey y'all. How y'all doing? I know it's been a minute. I know. Y'all just gotta forgive me. It's just stuff and life and all I'm gonna say is I think the Most High that I am capable and I am able to be in a position that when I do not feel well, that I am semi-retired and I can focus on my health and not have to worry about a job. Thank you. I just wanted to have to put that out there because when you actually have time to focus on your health, health is wealth. Thank you very much. But anyway, that is not what today's topic is about. I know it's been a minute. So anyway, today's life lesson is gonna be about closure in a toxic relationship. This can pertain to family relationships, but we're gonna focus on the romantic here. Okay, so let's just say you are no, let's not just say. Okay, this is my definition of closure. I think the only times you truly need closure is when you're leaving a job because you want to get that last paycheck, and maybe in some other serious circumstances. I'm not talking about those circumstances. I'm talking about when you are dealing with someone that it's obvious that it needs to end. Okay. I've talked about before about boundaries and how important they are. And they're even more important when this thing called closure comes out. So from my perspective and as an empath, this is how I see closure. Let's just say I'm with someone and they do something that is kind of disrespectful, and I'm going to sit them down and say, hey, this is what you did. This is how it made me feel. Now, most likely that conversation is not going to go, I hear you, I will do better, thanks for bringing it to my attention. That's not going to happen because we're dealing with most likely an emotionally immature person. So if you are able to get out what you need to say about how their actions have created a certain feeling in you, because this person supposedly is your partner, your better half, and they should care how their actions make you feel in a emotionally mature relationship. So for me, if I go to a person, I say, hey, this, and this made me feel like this, and this. Could you please not do that? Because it made me feel this way. So that, to me, is the moment I lay that groundwork right there. Groundwork has been set. Like I said, I'm not the type to argue. If you're dealing with an emotionally immature person, there will be arguing, but once you understand and you truly understand what's going on, you don't need to say any words whatsoever. You don't. Just let them argue with themselves. But anywho, when I have laid that initial foundation groundwork about what has happened and how you made me feel, it is up to that person to make adjustments. Now, they may not even recognize or acknowledge that they did it wrong in the first place. That is no longer your business. You have said what you needed to say. It has been put out there. Let them do with that information what they will. Okay? So, going forward, let's just say 2 months go by, whatever. You got 2 good months, no issue, blah, blah, blah. Then something happens again. And now it's a situation where it's not that big, but it's still an issue. But here's what I am doing during the process of noticing and recognizing and filing it in my file cabinet back here. I am partially closing on that relationship. Consider it like a foreclosure, if you will. Yeah, like I've already given you the notice. If you don't do this, this is what's going to happen. Now, what we're not going to do is keep reminding adults about the things that they do to other adults. We're not going to repeat. Because why? Why? Because we know they know what they're doing, because we see them know what they're doing, because they keep repeating the same thing, so they know what they're doing. So anyway, closure for me comes every time the person continues to do something that I have already said makes me feel a certain way. So therefore, I'm dealing with an emotionally immature person. So I already know that when that closure finally comes to an end, comes to the point where it has to be permanently shut, I know that when I shut, there is no coming back. There is no, let's do a comeback around and see maybe possibility, maybe hope so one day. No, it's closed, and it's closed for good. Yes, closed for good, because in the process of where you should have been changing your behavior just a little bit, show me something, just even if it's something like you care, like you give a damn on a sunny day, and those are all your chances to prove that I should be dealing with you. But if you show me repeatedly that you're not ready for what I bring to the table, then guess what, darling? Closure has begun every time you mess up. So then when I walk out that door, ding, ding, ding-a-ding-ding, closure has happened. Okay? That's closure for me. I don't have to go back and say, on this day you did this, on this day you did that. No, all I need to know is that I initially laid the groundwork and said, this is what is bothering me. Could you please change that? Because it hurts me. And you have shown me every which way, and don't give 2 fucks on a Friday, that you're not going to change. So closure is out the door for me when dealing with a toxic person. Yes. Now this is when it gets good, right? This is when the toxic individual is going to do the I need closure. Okay, let's be realistic about this. They don't need closure. They need the opportunity and the space to get in your space, to violate your space with some bullshit. So they can tell you exactly how your actions made them feel for some shit that happened God knows when, how many years ago, when they say they have left it in the past. Yeah, they say left it in the past, but every time they get a chance, they bring it up. So, yeah. So once again, it's not about closure for them. It's for manipulation. And the one thing I found out that a toxic person, it just, y'all, I shouldn't laugh about this. I should not. But the one thing that a toxic person does not like it burns their loins when they want to tell their side when the door has been closed. The fact that they cannot get in your presence to force upon you and project upon you all this negativity, and you refuse to give them that opportunity, because remember, you gave them about 20 other opportunities, and they cannot use their manipulation tactic, and they can't say what they need to say, and it just drives them up the freaking wall. Sorry, y'all. It's just so ridiculous, because it's a matter of control, and when you don't give them access to you to allow them to manipulate you, it does something to the circuits, man. Holy. But anyway, so for the toxic individuals, they are going to use this tactic, okay? They're going to try every tactic. Please don't fall for it, y'all. They don't need closure. They just need access. And as I really like to say, please don't give somebody a second chance to finish you off from what they didn't get to do the first time. Please stop giving people second chances that have shown you time and time again that they are not going to change. And furthermore, if they're not going to do it for themselves, you're probably not going to get it either, you know? And furthermore, you don't want somebody to do it for you. You want them to do it for themselves, because it all starts with self-love and self-care. Yeah. So anyway, that is today's life lesson on closure and my definition of it when you're dealing with a toxic person. I hope everybody has a great Sunday. Y'all, it's supposed to be sunny all day, but it's like 18 degrees, but the real feel is 5. So it's like, go stand in the sun, but bundle up 5 layers. But I ain't complaining because there's some sun out there, y'all. I love the sun. Ooh. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. I hope y'all have a great day. Once again, peace and love, for real, for real.